welcome back to the vlog. I'm Devon if you're new here. I cannot believe that it's basically summer. After Memorial Day, it's summer to me. And honestly, I feel so unprepared. So we're gonna spend this entire vlog getting ready for summer. I'm so excited. I just feel like this is gonna be such a fun summer. I am going to be at my parents' house the entire summer and then moving like at the end of summer. So I just have so much to look forward to, and I don't know, this summer is gonna be great. But anywho, it's a Saturday morning. I slept in majorly. It's literally noon and I'm just getting up. I just made a lovely little breakfast and I'm gonna go on a long walk because I feel like that's just summer. Like, that's summer. Walk, had my coffee, and I'm ready to start the prepping for summer process. I have an entire sheet of notes of everything that I want to do, and really all of it revolves around getting my life together. Cleaning, unpacking my suitcase because I just got back from a trip and my suitcase has been there for 5 days at this point. Definitely want to prioritize some family time. The whole reason why I moved home is so that I could spend more time with my family, and I feel like now that it's summer, schedules are more free, I can hang out with my family a little bit more. Also want to prioritize myself. Not only are the seasons changing, I feel like I'm in such a transitional period of life, so definitely want to journal before summer, get my inspo for summer, spend some time with myself, and finally want to do all of those little tasks that I've been saying that I'm gonna do that I just haven't found time to do. As for right now, we're gonna do some cleaning. That is my least favorite thing to do. So we're gonna head upstairs and get to the cleaning. Been a few days since I updated you guys on the room, but it's very clean now. If you guys can remember what it looked like before. That's my laundry and I have to take that to Goodwill. All of this is cleared and then I put all of my clothes away, washed all of my clothes, and then this is just my bin of items that I need to post on Poshmark. This has been hanging over my head for such a long time, so I'm definitely feeling very refreshed and ready for summer after cleaning it all up. One of my absolute favorite things to do at the start of a new season is go thrifting, and I'm about to leave with my sister. I got a little thrift haul for you guys. This is stuff from both Florida and when I went thrifting the other day. This might be my most favorite top I've ever thrifted. Another little tank that I really love. Hear me out. I love the colors of this one. It does have a tank top underneath, which I think I'm gonna fully cut out. Guys, this is everything. I haven't washed it yet because I feel like it should go to the dry cleaner, but I'm very excited about this and I just think it'll be perfect for summer. Like, so cute. Now onto bottoms. I've really been wanting to try micro shorts. Another pair of shorts that I really love. These are from Hollister. These might be my favorite thrift find ever. I think they'll look super cute low-waisted and they're just so cute. Obviously I'm loving yellow as well. Finally, I just got a super basic white flowy skirt. These are some of my favorite pieces ever. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I really want to prioritize hanging out with my family, especially now that I know when I'm leaving. So I'm up at literally 7:45. Well, it's almost 7:45 now. We have to leave at 7:45. And I'm about to go golfing with my dad. Here's the fit. Feeling very cute and like a leprechaun. But let's go have a little fun daddy-daughter golf day.
That's not...
Hello ladies, we are about to go to the beach! I don't know if this is reading on camera, but the color of this water is literally insane. One super important thing to me when it comes to getting ready for a new season, or just getting ready for anything, honestly, is a little glow up. And I love this part because I just get to cater to myself for as long as I need to. Right now, we need to address these nails. I've been loving butter yellow, but these are reading more gold to me and I just need it off. They're also chipping, and I feel like one thing that my mom instilled in me is to never have rusty nails. So we're gonna do my toes and my fingers. Here's the color for my fingers. I do this all the time, and whenever I venture outside of this, I always regret it. So we're going back to the basics. And then for toes, I tend to like to be a bit more fun. So we're doing this pastel blue. Here's the before and here's the final product. Obviously I went with the blue. I saw it on my toes and loved it so much that I did it on my fingers too. But if you can't tell by how crusty these already look, it's been a few days since I did these. But I kind of just wanted to sit down and have a little chat at the end of this video. I feel like every season recently I've been really trying to be present and get ready for the new season and just do things that will make me excited for it. But I also kind of want to have this little digital diary entry, if you will, just talking about what's happening in my life currently. I know I just did a Q&A, but sometimes I feel like you guys just don't know the questions to ask, and there's things that I want to talk about that you guys don't ask about. So here I am about to spill. Some of my favorite things that happened during spring were just getting to spend a ton of time with my family. I don't know if you consider this spring or winter, but I got to go to Iceland, which was so much fun. I went to Florida with my best friend and saw Mackenzie's another best friend. I just feel like I have been so fulfilled recently, even though my life looks so different to how it did 6 months ago, and 6 months ago I thought I was super fulfilled. I don't know, I feel like in this season of life I've just learned that fulfillment comes in so many different ways and shapes and forms, and I feel just so happy. I also got my moving plans ironed out. I feel like for a while I wasn't talking about it because I just didn't know that it was actually happening. I kind of just like lived on a prayer that I wasn't gonna move home to my parents and that it was never gonna happen, that I moved to where I'm moving to next, but it's actually happening. The balls are rolling, and I'm so excited to share when it actually finally does happen. I think it's gonna be so life-changing for me, and I'm just like, I'm so excited. It's something I've always wanted to do. I don't know, life is just crazy. Another thing that's happened recently. I don't know my entire feelings on this and how I'm feeling about it 100%, but this is a big thing that I was journaling on when I went to the lake. I have been chatting with a man and I don't know, I think sometimes I am so all or nothing with things, but I feel like in this period of my life I'm just so like, there's so many things that are like moving and happening for me that I feel like this is the first time when I've just been able to be like, okay, this can just be fun. Like this doesn't necessarily need to end in marriage, and this can be fun. I mean, it can develop into something more, but it can be fun and it can just be what it is. It can be exactly what it is right now. And you know, it's like my brain and something else inside of me are like doing this tug of war where it's like, I guess it's my brain and my natural inclination. And my natural inclination is to be like all in 100%. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. But my brain is like, well, we can pump the brakes. Like we can chill, we can enjoy ourselves and just like have fun. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now for the first time in a really long time. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. This year my word of the year is detach. I don't know if we ever talked about my 2025 goals and like word of the year, but that's my word of the year. And I do recognize that that can have a bit of a negative connotation. Like if you're detaching from everything, like you're just completely withdrawn from life. And I don't see it that way. I see it as very hopeful, very encouraging, and almost very freeing. Like anything that happens to me, nothing is that great that I need to white knuckle it, and nothing is that bad that I need to push it away immediately. Like I can just live in a state of flow, you know, whatever comes in, whatever goes out, I'm letting it move freely. And I feel like for the first time in a really long time, I'm actually living that way, and it feels so good. Of course I have my moments when I'm just like, no, but I really want this to work out, or I really want X, Y, and Z to happen. And you know, sometimes it might show. But while I'm being detached from everything happening in my life, I think another thing that I want to work on is letting people know that I care, because when you care about something, the only person you're hurting by not sharing that is yourself. Yeah, life has been so interesting lately. Like what? I don't even know. And it's even more interesting because this is a person that I've known. We went to high school together and I saw him at a wedding and the rest is history. Like it's actually insane. Maybe one of these days I'll share more about it. Yeah, life is crazy. Life is actually crazy. I think in regards to other things in my life, I've been loving having time with my family. I am thinking about going on a little beach trip with Morgan to Hilton Head. So we're gonna see. I think we're actually gonna decide whether we're gonna do that or not today. So I'll know very soon if we're gonna go to Hilton Head for the week. I would be really excited for that. The thing about where we live, where my parents live, is it's just hard to travel anywhere. I think that's what I thought I was gonna be doing a ton of when I moved here. And you know, I think the way that my time here is transformed into a bit more of a restful, recharging period of time, I'm not mad at it. Like I'm actually very happy, especially because I was internationally traveling every single month last year. But with that being said, I was intending on traveling a little bit more, and even for trips that I'm just like, okay, just like a week at the beach, it's an ordeal, you know? Like we have to drive to Denver, park in Denver, stay the night in Denver, depending on what time our flight is, or we can spend $1,000 more to fly from my parents' small airport. So it's like you gotta pick your poison, but I think that would be really fun. And I just think it would be fun to be at the beach and fun to go on a trip with Morgan. If you guys have been here for a while, Morgan and I travel just so well together. It would be fun to be at the beach with her, even though we're at home together, but like it would just be fun to be at the beach. As far as other things going on in life, I feel like my friendships, I have definitely been trying to prioritize a lot more. My friendships have grown so much deeper since I moved away from San Diego because there's just so much more intentionality in it, and I don't know, it just makes me happy. I think maybe a month ago I was feeling super down about my friendships and that I just like wasn't being there for my friends, and that, you know, my problems were enabling me, or like my brain, just like the thoughts I was having about myself was enabling me, was not enabling me, was preventing me from being a good friend. And now I'm like, okay, I can be going through things and still be a good friend. I can still be considerate and check in on my friends because they do the same for me. So I'm feeling great about I'm just basically feeling great about life. Everything is awesome. Well, everything isn't awesome. I think there's definitely times when I am just like really down on myself. I think it's so weird being in this stage of life. I'm not where I was. I have a place where I'm going, but I don't want to neglect this time that I'm in right now, where I can just be and I can be with my family. This is probably the last time I'll ever live with my mom, my dad, and my sister. It's such a blessing to be in this situation, to have a family that we all tolerate each other enough for me to move in at almost 30 years old. Like I feel so blessed, and I don't know, just so lucky, because I know that that's not the story for a lot of people. But anywho, a few things that I'm really excited for this summer. Like I said, I am potentially going to the beach with Morgan to Hilton Head. It'll be so good to be back in South Carolina. You guys know I just love South Carolina and I love the East Coast, and I cannot wait to be back there. Also, I'm really excited for the summer I Turned Pretty to come out. Let me know if you guys are Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah. I do hear myself, I'm 29 years old, and why am I like obsessed with a teeny bopper show? But it's just so nostalgic. I read those books when I was a teeny bopper, and I just feel like, oh my gosh, I could cry thinking about it because it's so nostalgic, and it's gonna come out when we're at the beach and it'll just be amazing. And every single year, Morgan and I have watched this while we were at the beach, and just like, I got all the summer feels. Like, I just love that show. I also am going to my friend's wedding in Spain. Like, what? That is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to figure out what I'm gonna wear, like my Spain looks. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun, and it'll be right before my birthday. So the weather will be lovely. I love being in Europe in September and October because it's still pretty hot, but the crowds are a lot less. It's a place I've never been. It's in Menorca, and I've never been to Menorca, and I've actually never been to Spain apart from being on a boat, so it'll be fun to experience Spain on land. And then after that, it's my birthday, so I'm really excited for my birthday. I don't actually know exactly what I'm doing, but I kind of want to do like a Croatia cruise. I really feel like that would be fun because I will be in Europe for the wedding, and so I'm like, do I just stay there and do a little cruise in Croatia or go to Greece. Like, I don't know. I feel like the opportunities are endless, especially because once you're in Europe, the flights to get here and there are so easy. The only thing about Greece is that it's so hard to get to where I would want to go, which is probably Milos or Eos. I loved Eos so much, and I love Milos, of course. And I've already been there, and I think it would be fun on my 29th birthday to be in a new country. But let me know if you guys have done any fun trips to Europe for your birthday, which with a few girls. What did you do? The countries in Europe that I've been to that I would probably try to avoid so I can get a new country are France, Italy, Greece, Switzerland, Portugal, Monaco, and Spain, and Iceland. So anything outside of that you went to that you really love. I also want to be on a beach, so no Germany. But anyway, I hope you guys are having the best Sunday ever. I just edited the first part of this video and kind of thought that I just wanted to catch up and chat. I definitely do still have a few more blow up things to do. I want to wax my face, do a full body shave. I'm probably going to be taking my braids out and redoing them. But if you guys would like to see my full glow up routine, like everything I do, including products I'm using, my braiding, like how I do that. I know I've never shared that on this channel because I just didn't think I was that good, but I feel like I'm at the point where, okay girl, you braided your hair like 10 times, you can share how you do it. If you guys would like to see that, let me know and I'll make an entire video dedicated to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that I got you ready for summer because I feel so ready for summer. Comment down below what you're most excited for this summer and also comment these emojis if you're still watching until this point. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next time. Bye!